Hey there, gang, and thanks for checking out the video. We are playing the Elder Scrolls Online, and we are on the PCNA server. We're going to take a look at my Coldharbour Surreal estate. That's at jbone9940, Coldharbour Surreal Estate on the PCNA server, Elder Scrolls Online. So let's check it out, and we're going to run right into this house, and I really don't like doing that. But there's an odd little lighting bug, and I think it's because I've got so many lighting effects in this house. But we're going to run back to the back here and take a look at it, and hopefully we can capture the appearance before the lighting effects start to bug out on us. So this is a Molag Bal themed, Daedric themed library or torture worship center. Really just wanted to play with a lot of the Daedric Coldharbour furnishings in this build. But again, like I said, because we've got a buggy lighting effect to contend with, I want to run into the center of this home and check out right up front the centerpiece of the build, if you will, and that's that we've got that Molag Bal statue holding up his hapless victim, and that giant electrical effect behind him, that is actually the big dragon statue, the Rise of Calgronted, I believe it's called. So that's the electrical breath effect. And when we come back through to this section of the house, if you notice, I don't know if I'll point it out or if I'll remember to or not, but a lot of the times once I clip plane into that effect and then clip plane out away from that effect, when I come back to this part of the house, it seems like it's turned off more than half the time. So I hope that doesn't happen, but I do think that it's going to. So let's get started here with our centerpiece of the build and walk up these stairs and take a closer look at this. Got our little Eye of Sauron influenced towers on either side of them, framing them out with these giant Coldharbour rocks. And that, like I said, that Rise of Calgronted statue's electrical breath effect is the backdrop. Perhaps someone came over here. Oh, what perfect timing. Our demon chicken is up here pecking at our corpse. That is excellent. I didn't expect to catch that in this video, but he's so perfectly pathed. What a time to be here. He's pecking on the corpse here that's obviously been chopped with an axe, and there he goes. He's off. He's off to the races. He is just whacking out off of that zombie meat. In any event, so glad I captured that. I'm excited. I have to finish this video successfully now. No more mistakes. Alright, so we've got our electric breath effect as the backdrop for our Molag Bal statue here. Got some offerings on the hook coming out of the sky here. Another corpse that's been chopped with an axe and stabbed with a knife and surrounded with candles. Little skulls on pedestals. Just a dark Daedric-y ode to Molag Bal feel. And surprisingly, the chicken's back. I thought I had him pathed more than that. I thought I had this guy running crazy circles all around the build. I guess I've got him on super sprint the whole way because he's back again. So it's okay. It's okay. We can appreciate the demon chicken. Peck his head one more time before I move on. Don't flap. Peck the face. Do it. Peck the zombie's face. No. He shook his head no. Don't defy me, demon chicken. He's not going to peck his face? No, he's not. Again, shakes his head no at the perfect time. This is not planned, folks. This is not planned. This is just a wonder of random capture. Told him to do the animation that I wanted him to do, and the whole time he stood there in absolute defiance, and he even shook his head no at us. Now look how cocky he's walking off. Unreal. Unreal. Well, this video will at least get 3 or 4 more views than the rest of them. That was comedy gold, though. Comedy gold. The Defiant Chicken. Might have to rename this video to the Defiant Chicken. In any event, we're going to move on and check out the rest of the house here. Let's sprint back out to the front. walk around. Remember what I said about that lighting effect. I honestly hope it makes a liar out of me. But, and this chicken deserves a kick. But anyways, let's take a look at the outside. Built these tower-like features out of the Coldharbour rocks. The vast majority of the structure is built out of these Coldharbour giant boulders, and I really think that they are fantastically designed because you can do so many neat things, make claw-like shapes out of them. You've got these arch-like shapes by inverting and tilting them towards one another. You can do a lot of really great architectural features that still have a very organic feel to them. I've even got them mixed in with some of the volcanic rock here, and at least from my perspective, it feels like it was intended to be that way. And again, here we've got another feature underneath our magma ball there. Just another way to do a little tower or outcropping, if you will. We've got a lava-based side here, and that's the replica of Volendrung, making that cool lighting effect. Sort of like a lava pour coming down there, just lining up a lot of those molten rocks. I forget the name of that furnishing, but I love the effect, and I've used that effect in a lot of the houses. I've used that as a burn through a roof from a laser beam. I've used that as lava-y like veins in a giant sort of Daedric robot guy. If you haven't checked out that build, that's Boss Fight. It's on this channel as well. Check it out, please. Love the views, love the visitors. And circle back around to the other side. We'll go back and check this house out from the inside. And we'll swing out that vampiric side to finish up the video, the tour, if you will. So really, this was just throwing a bunch of Daedric and Coldharbour furnishings together and making it look as tortury and Molag Bal worshipy as possible. But I did get every single lore book that's got that Daedric insignia on it, so every one of those books is here. So if you're interested in Daedric lore and you want to read every Daedric lore book, or at least every Daedric lore book that was released at this point in 2022, end of May 2022 when I'm recording this, every single one of them is here. Every single one of them. Up top here with our giant Molag Bal statue, and I love those banners. I wish I had more furnishings so that I could build a larger castle and actually have those on it as opposed to just magically suspended. But I think being that this is Coldharbour, magically suspended makes just as much sense as them being on a wall anyways. So I'm happy with it. So we've got our 2-tier library here. We got a Frankenstein-like Atronach being built over here by these crazy soul-shriven guys and their imp friend. Or, is it imp? They're not, they're Banekins. I think they're Banekins. I spam E. Sorry, I'm not big into the lore, but I do love the game, and I especially love the housing. Got Grothar's trophy buried into this wad of Atronach parts. Like, maybe they're making themselves a Frankenstein, Molag Bal, Atronach, whatever. Then we've got our flamey worship side over here, and we saw the outside of this too. But I didn't really want to mix up the blue lighting and the red lighting and then the orange flamey lighting. So I've got the red lighting and the orange lighting sort of bisected or trisected from the main core of the blue, that soft blue Daedric lighting. Cold flame lighting, if you will. Just built a little worship tower here. Maybe summoning something. Yeah, that's what it is. This Banekin, he's summoning something. Definitely summoning something hot. Whatever you want to imagine him doing over here. Under the giant beaming flame of the Volendrung statue. And I buried that Volendrung in that, but I do have the bottom of it showing here. sort of like a source of power. And then as Molag Bal is the father of vampires, or vampires are his thing in some sense or some way or another, we did a vampiric side over here. And this is probably the feature that got me the most compliments. A lot of people really dug how I used the Daedric fences to do the roof and gave this like an unfinished gothic feel to it. But I'm going to do a vampiric centered build at some point. But until that point, those vampiric furnishings are going to find their home in this build right here. So we just used a lot of those antiquity windows, some of the stone garden things, some of the vampire furnishing pack things, and just tried to make this feel like one more Banekin doing some dirty things in honor of Molag Bal. And of course our thrall here would become more vampire and less vampire in the same spot. This is your spot. You can suck the blood of the thrall there to go up a level, or sacrifice your own blood to that fountain to go down a level. Or if you want to completely ignore the functionality of the game and just appreciate the house for what it is, you could imagine those fountains being up there for whatever your imagination tells you to. Going out our giant Nord gate here. It's protected by our big vampiric training dummy. I did have a training dummy guarding all the entrances. We've got our vampiric guy here and the Daedric guy up front and the big flame atronach around the other side. And did I salvage this graveyard? Or I had a graveyard back here at one point. I think I salvaged it. I did salvage it for the furnishing cap, but I left our Doomglow dragon skeleton guy back here, and he's going to end the video for us. So we're going to highlight the video with the demon chicken, and we're going to end the video with the demon dragon. I really appreciate you guys checking out the video, especially if you made it all the way through it and you're still listening to me ramble 12 minutes later. Let's go back around here, and all these giant rocks are here just because that Calgronted statue is so enormous. We had to block them off. So if you want to visit the house in person, fly around yourself on the Magic Carpet add-on, you can always send jbone9940 a message in-game on the PC NA server. If not, thanks for checking it out. Check out the other videos in the playlist. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you end up watching another video. Take care.